Crawford, welcome to Walkabout Wednesday. I'm here with my accomplice, young Harry. And Harry set up this, well, we never have a script for this, as I'm sure that everyone knows, but he set up the idea for this video, and it's going to take us through the building and through many different generations of Porsche. Now, Harry's really good on statistics and learning things and retaining things, and I'm really good on forgetting stuff. So we'll patch it together, but during the course of this video, I hope you'll enjoy it. We're going to go through probably about 45, 50 years of different Porsche. So here's Harry, and where are we going first, Harry?
I think we should go to that back corner over there, where there's the really special 911 SC waiting for us.
Okay, cool. Well, it's in my era. I'm happy with that.
So,
right, Harry, so what have we got going on? What do you want to show me?
So this 911 SC is one that we've done a lot of work on in our special request department. It's in Guards Red. Now, Guards Red used to be a really popular colour in the 70s and 80s. Almost, I think it's something like 50% of all Porsches in America in the 70s and 80s were in Guards Red. Guards Red's still available on...
Where have you got that information from?
I've got that from a very nice website called Renbo, which is a massive database and collection of all different colours.
How do you spell it?
R-E-N-N-B-O-W.
Renbo.
Yeah.
So it's like rainbow, but Ren as in the German for race. That's what it's come from. So 50% in Guards Red. There was something like 7 or 8 different shades of Guards Red, and that became evident as you looked at used Porsche in the past, because they're often all 7 different shades. But when it's right, it's beautiful, and it sort of suits the shape. This one is a car that we took back to nuts and bolts. We restored it, but we also made a few things. This is more, if Porsche had thought of a GT3 back in the 80s, this would have been it. It's 1,000 kilos, it's 245 horses, it's got a really trick engine in it with ATE throttle body, so 6 individual throttle bodies which help with the performance. We rebuilt all that. It's got a limb slip in it, it's got lightweight panels. Do you notice the Fouche wheels? These are original Fouche, but with polished petals. That would hark from a sort of earlier era.
Oh, yeah.
Down the bottom of the sills, what the Americans call the rocker panels, there's usually a cover that goes along there. And the cover on the other side covered the oil pipes that you normally see running up and down. But on this car, we actually took the oil pipes through the sill, through the inner sill. So there's lots of very subtle changes to it. And then we've pushed the bumpers back and made them a bit tidier. I think the rear one is a lightweight bumper. And then inside, I really like this car. This car works really well. Alcantara. Do you know where Alcantara comes from?
No, I don't.
It's a man-made suede, originally in Italy. So Alcantara modern Recaro seats, which are supremely comfortable. I think it's called a CS seat. All new carpeting. Looks like a Momo Prototipo wheel. It's got more modern blow punk with Bluetooth. It is lightweight door panels. This car, I think we built maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, and is 245 horses, Harry, 1,000 kilos.
Yeah.
And how heavy is a modern GT4, do you know?
Modern GT4 would be just over 1,000.
No, it's more like 1,400 kilos, but 400 horses.
Yeah.
So when you actually do the little calculation, this is a quick car. It's properly quick. So Guards Red, and we've got another Guards Red one. Oh, in fact, we've also got this one. Lemon yellow?
Light yellow.
Light yellow. And this has also got a very similar engine in it with the throttle bodies. It's a modernised Targa. built to look like a 72. Is this Guards Red?
I think so, yes. It looks like a slightly different shade.
Yes, it is a slightly different shade. So 993 C2S. And then we've got this. So we've got sort of the raw one, the raw and lean. And then we've got a Super Sport, which is a 86 car. You can see the covers on the sills, and in here, look, can you see the oil pipes going through? They look like central heating pipes running down the sill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So on the original car, we've put them through the box section of the sill. This would have been an 86. The other one is about a 1980. This is dead stock standard looking, but it's got sophisticated suspension on it and power steering.
Yes. Yeah.
And that wouldn't have been available until 964s. So 3 different Guards Red ones. Where do you want to take me next?
Next, we will probably go to Peridot Cayman.
Favourite. Okay. So I love this colour. What can you tell me about it?
So Peridot was only available at the Cayman. It was a brand new colour that they made specifically for this car when it was released.
Yep.
You may see a couple of Porsches flying around that have it as a special order colour, but the only one you could get without special ordering was this car, the Cayman. And this exact one was originally a press car, hence why it's in its standard launch colour.
How many Caymans did they make, do you know?
I think maybe 2,500.
Okay.
Maybe a bit more than that.
Not so many right-hand drives.
No.
This one is more Cayman RS in its way because of the specifications. So it's on the, I think it's called 918 seats from their supercar. So lightweight bucket seats, no music, no air conditioning. You can see it's a full leather dash with the green insert, which I love, the green console, red belts, and this is a manual car. So these cars originally were made to be a bit lighter and a bit sharper, and this colour is very similar to a 70s colour, which was simply called light green metallic, 275 light green. It's like an apple green, it's beautiful. This one is being optimised, so more like an RS than a Cayman R as standard. A little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, a little bit sharper. So Peridot, love Peridot.
Me too.
Okay, what else have we got going on?
Well, speaking of RS, you might have noticed in the background this Murano 964 RS.
Say it again?
Murano?
Murano,
Murano.
okay. So it's an Italian
Yes.
colour derived from one of the lakes in Italy that was supposed to be blue and green in colour.
Yes.
And that's really what this colour is.
Yes, so Murano, exceptionally rare colour even on a base 964, even more so on a 964 RS, because there aren't that many 964 RSs out there. They are a really special car. And
well, the reality is that they never built a 964 RS in Murano. So this car, our client had it refinished, and inside, instead of the black and tricolour leather, it's become very much like a Singer with oatmeal carpets, this cafe latte leather, the basket weave, and this sort of combines in my head the very epitome of precision driving machinery from Porsche before they got complicated. So these cars, lightweight panels, magnesium wheels, which you mustn't curb because they're ridiculously expensive, no rear wiper, thin glass,
Yep.
They even deleted the interior light to save a little bit of weight, and then they made the engines a bit quicker, lightweight clutch and flywheel, stronger gearbox, limb slip, bigger brakes from a turbo, and then this one would have had RS suspension, which would have been a Bilstein suspension, but has now been fitted with a Bilstein PS16, I think that's how you term it, which is a more modern and fully adjustable suspension. It makes it a sublime car to drive because it absorbs the bumps better, it handles better, and we've got the original bits to put it all back to standard if someone wanted, but I just can't imagine why, because this is where German precision meets Italian styling flair. So no, I've never seen another 964 in the thousands I've dealt with in this colour, and there is no other RS in this colour. So something special.
Definitely.
What's next?
If you pan the camera down here, we've got a really nice...
Hang on, we cannot do this colour after that, because the two clash. So take me somewhere else.
Okay, we'll go over to this 718 then. So this 718 is in GT Silver Metallic. GT Silver Metallic is a slightly newer colour, originated on the Boxster in the late 90s, very first generation.
Okay, so one of the things that you find is that Porsche reintroduce older colours, and they put a slight twist on it, because you can't make a brand new colour.
Yeah.
So this would have been Zin or Zinc Metallic from the late 70s or early 80s, and then it's now a water-based paint, but it's a silver with a bit of a smoky grey colour in it.
Yeah.
So what is it? It's a 718?
718 Cayman, yeah.
So you can see the sharper lines of it. I always think these cars, if you removed the badge and said, I've got a baby Ferrari,
Yeah.
I think it would pass as an Italian, apart from the fact it's pretty robust and it's likely to last really well. Sorry, everyone. So what can you tell me about that particular car?
So that one is, you can probably see it just on the camera here. On the inside, it's got the red leather partial seats. And it's a PDK gearbox.
Okay, so that's like a Bordeaux leather with black. Looks like silver or grey stitching. And PDK
Yes.
with paddles, Harry.
Yes, the all-important paddles.
So this is, this appeals to these younger buyers, but wickedly good car.
Up here, we have a racing yellow 718.
Now, before we go on, one of the competition prizes here is working out which car is Harry's favourite and which one might be mine, okay? So go for it, Harry.
Okay, so similar to the Cayman we just looked at, except obviously convertible. This yellow, racing yellow, introduced in 2012, I think, and is much brighter yellow than most of the previous 911s that were in yellow.
Yep.
And I don't think they did a yellow this bright on the Boxster before this one.
No, the yellow on the Boxster would have been, I think, speed yellow or pastel yellow, which was a light, like lemony colour.
Yeah.
This one, is it sold?
No,
but it's up for sale and it's in here being inspected and being checked over. It's a car that we've had before, but it does look really good in the colour.
Yes.
So that one is that. We got lovely Ian here doing a beautiful job on an arena red. I keep going back to the old ones because I've got a clue as to what I'm talking about. But really beautiful, like I think the Americans would call it like a root beer colour. It's got a little bit of gold in it and it looks fabulous in the sunshine. And then, colour on this?
Shark blue.
Shark blue, okay, that's I think it's the same as our GT4.
Yes, we'll go over to our GT4 now. So this is the GT4 we were talking about, also in shark blue. This is probably one of the newest colours we have in the showroom because it was only introduced.
One moment, Harry, there's something weird going on here. Oh, he's alive. There's a mechanic on the floor. I don't know what Mark there is having a nice little time on the floor on his comfy mat, look. We look after our staff. So GT4 RS shark blue, which is a really vivid blue.
Yes, very.
And what can you tell me about it?
So yeah, introduced relatively recently, about 2020, I think, for the latest 718s. And on the GT4 with these gold wheels and carbon fibre, it's just absolutely stunning.
Is this what they call the platinum colour, or is...
I think it's more of a bronze, but I don't know what they call it.
Absolutely gorgeous. What's inside? Because with a Porsche, you can order the inside colour and the leather and the stitching. So I can see on this one, see on the Alcantara glove box, look, looks like it's blue stitching, and it's got some sort of, on camera, the seats look brighter blue than they are in real life. Alcantara dash top, whilst the doors are beautiful black leather tops with blue stitching. Exquisite, modern Porsche inside. The interior quality is exquisite. It really is. So GT4 RS, your numbers man, statistics man, tell me what you can.
So, I believe the 0 to 60 time on this is just under 4 seconds. Horsepower about 500, maybe a bit less, but these are just absolutely brilliant. The whole design concept of this was just that the Porsche design team wanted to make one. They wanted to do an RS car on the 718 platform for ages, and the management finally let them do it, and this is what resulted. And it is a properly fun car.
Oh, and last time we looked at this, you were talking about something to do with this designed by supercomputer, which absolutely baffled me. I don't know what all that is about. So that's one of the more modern ones, and what else is it that you want to show me?
So back over there, we have an interesting white colour on a 997 GTS. So the actual name of this colour is Carrara white.
Carrara white.
A lot of people confuse the Carrara white for Carrera white, but it's not. It's Carrara, which stands for the Italian marble. Ah,
so that explains, like, it is a very slightly different hue to that 944 there.
Yeah.
944 is in Grand Prix white, and this is a sharper, clearer colour.
Yes.
GTS 997, for sale?
Yes, for sale.
Centre lock rims. Going to have a little look inside. Black with silver stitching. Paddle steering wheel. Just beautiful. Now, we've sold a couple of these recently.
Yes.
And just what I find is stunning is that this is an 11 model year or 11 registered car, and it's in the. It looks like it could be just 2 or 3 years old. And if you look after your Porsche, they remain beautiful, and they remain something to really enjoy and take care of. And they should be used, but the usage shouldn't stop you holding the condition of the car if you're doing good maintenance and you're taking care of it. So just gorgeous, just a gorgeous car. It's I think that's really outstanding. We've got another one here, Is that the same thing, Carrara white?
No, I think this is I don't know the name of this white, but I know it's not a Carrara white.
Okay, God, it looks really similar to me. And there's a 991 PDK 2014. It is locked by the look of it. Physically, a little bigger car. And then, one we skipped over before, because it would have clashed with a previous colour, and you wanted to tell me about it, is this?
Yes, so this is a 991.2. Main difference between the 991.1 and the 991.2 is that these are turbocharged. So it's not a turbo, or not a turbo model, but it is still turbocharged. And it's in lava orange, which is another more recent colour. Lava orange was introduced, I think, after a 20-year spree of no orange colours for 911s.
Oh, okay, because this would be very much like the original Golf orange.
Yes, yeah.
Right? We've had Continental and we've had Golf, and the Golf has a slightly softer look to it. And I've seen a Cayman recently in this, and I'm sure we had another 911 in this, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Yeah, we had a 991.1 GTS in our
And what is this? A 991?
.2.
Okay, I don't know whether it's open. Again, this looks absolutely gorgeous. You'd be proud as punch to own something like this. But this one's sold.
Yes.
Lovely carbon fibre through the doors. Anything else that you really want to show me that that you think is...
Well, I think the last thing of our... probably, if we go over here, there is a very similar looking... So this is a turquoise Targa, 903.
It's called Turkish Metallic.
Yeah, yeah. It's quite on camera it probably looks very similar, but in person you can see the differences between it and the Murano. Just a bit more reflective.
So this is a metallic colour.
Yes.
The Murano is what I'd call the straight gloss.
Yeah.
Turkish was something that I think was only around 96 to about 98. And most commonly seen, even though it's a rare colour, on the Targas. The glass roof sort of broke up the colour and they just look really cool in that colour. Again, we've sold that one. One of the things that I'm always on the lookout for, Harry, is colour combinations on convertibles, because I'm able to employ you because we make a profit. So everyone that buys a car and has a service or has some work done here is contributing to keeping Harry off the streets. But on convertibles, well, this is going into educating Harry. It's the British would typically have convertibles with like a light coloured interior. The Germans, they'd all have black on black, or triple black. This one is quite unusual with this, is it sand beige?
Yes, sand beige interior.
Yeah. And the sand beige with the dark dash top reduces the reflection in the screen at night. And it's also, this is another little feature that you could have with Porsche. Someone's ordered the sand beige leather, black dash top, so those would have been separate orders, and black carpets. And I think when you combine this on a metallic black car, it looks really good.
Definitely.
Especially on convertibles. And this is a turbo?
Yeah, 997.1 turbo.
997.1 turbo. Now, I had a new turbo, which I bought for a client in about 06. And what age is this one?
2000, it won't be 06, it'll be a bit later than
It's
that.
08.
Yeah.
And when I bought it, it was a coupe. I remember it was £104,000. And at the time, we were having to pay what they called overs. So we were having to pay over list for new cars.
Yep.
and I think I had to pay like 108 for it, and I sold it to a customer in Portugal for about 110 or 112 or something like that. Now, a convertible would have been more expensive.
Yep.
By the time this came out, they weren't really doing the overs for them, but you know, if you wanted to have the first of the new model, 997 Turbo, you had to pay for it. There was a waiting list. And these were one of the fastest, or it might have been the fastest, production convertibles in the world.
Yeah, I think for a few years when they came out, they definitely were, yeah.
So 190 something mile an hour.
Yeah, 100 or 192.
Something like that.
Testing my knowledge here.
And the quality of the roof, you know, I'd think back to old MGBs, if anyone knows what they were, and the roofs would shake and rattle and air would come in, totally sealed off.
Yeah.
The engineering is excellent. Of course, four-wheel drive and a car that you could use day in and day out. This one is under £50,000, and again, a little bit of the educating Harry thing going on. If you buy a really nice one, I don't think that they're dropping in value, because there is a joy in the 997s.
Yeah.
And the 997 Turbo, it's going to be hard for you to want anything more out of your car. The quality, if you're buying a good one, you're likely to know, just use it when and where you like, and the quality is such that it should remain, given a little bit of maintenance, we of course do that, give you great pleasure for as long as you want to keep it. Something really special. So that's it from myself and Harry here. Thank you for watching our Walkabout Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed it. If there's any questions, send them in, and we'll do our best to answer them. And you know where we are if you fancy purchasing, or you need some help with any Porsche related business. So that's it from me. Thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Take care.